What's going on, good people? Back again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Got an interesting topic for you. What we're talking about, guys, is the true identity of Nolan Wells' mother and father. You know, guys, a lot of times on social media, right, I get challenged by NPCs and they don't understand the method of my madness. They don't understand how I do my work. I like to sit back and just kind of wait and let people play their hand. You know, similar to when you're playing chess. And what happens is, a lot of times people think they got a better hand than me, not understanding that I play this game all the time. So, one particular YouTuber, you know how the algorithm just kind of send you stuff? I noticed that he was throwing shade. Too much of a coward to mention my name, but he was throwing shade nonetheless. He was talking about YouTubers that are talking about the mother and how, oh, she's not African American, she's this and that. Clearly he's talking about me, right? So I pull up on his comment section and told him about himself. And, you know, typical response, name calling, all that dumb stuff. No real substance. So he made all of these videos trying to prove something. Talking about her father is this and her father is that. Because, you know, African Americans, man, they suffer from an issue where they don't know their identity. They don't know who they are. So if anybody looked black, they just call them black. Not understanding that this world comprised of many nationalities that have melanated skin. And to be honest, a lot of features from other ethnic groups, you can think or assume they must be African American, but they're not. When it comes to this particular case, I want you guys to think about a few things. Number one, a few fun facts. I already know who Nolan Wells' father is. A lot of you that come to social media, right, and you post, you think I don't know what I know. I already did my research. How much times I gotta tell you? But I like to stay quiet and kind of wait to see you play your hand so I can play mine. So, in this situation here, I want to present you with the father of Nolan Wells' mother. Now that you see that, that is the father of Nolan Wells' mother. But what's interesting about this, guys, is a lot of black people are saying, oh, Nolan Wells' mother, Christine, she's African American, she's half black, because they see that man. But what you don't know is that so-called man is not African American. He's not, guys. See, this is why I'm so confident when I speak, because when you do your research and you put the puzzles together, you start to see things for what they are. That man is either Samoan or Filipino himself. Why? Because his mother is. Not only that, guys, I got more fun facts for you. Nolan Wells' mother, Christine's father's mother, right? The mother of the father of Christine Wansley. Her so-called father. We're talking about the mother. Watch this, guys. The mother of Christine's father is white. That's a fact. He's white. Changes everything, right? This is why you black folk gotta stop calling people African American, because you don't know what someone's bloodline really look like. You have a lot of ethnic groups of people that got different mixtures of different groups here and there and there and there, and people just call themselves black. We got to stop doing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to call you something that you're not. You're not going to be able to benefit off the plight of African Americans when you're not an African American. Just be comfortable with who you are, you know, but don't lie to people. So what exactly is the truth? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Nolan Wells' mother's father is not African American as you guys have thought. Look at the screen. Do you see that image on the screen, guys? That's not an African American, guys. That's a man who have Asian in him. That is a man who is not an African American. That is a man who is either Filipino, and I'm more leaning towards Samoan. That's right. You look at those features, those are the features of a Samoan, not a so-called African American. And see, this is why the black community always get played, because they keep calling people African American when they're not. All it takes is for someone to show you some brown skin and you automatically invite them to the cookout because you want Nolan Wells to be black so bad. Now, this is where things get really, really confusing, because the father of Christine Wansley, his name, if I can put it up on the screen, I think it's Christopher or something, Wells or something, what is it, Senior? It really don't make sense, guys, because if he's the father, if he's the father of Nolan Wells' mother, did he have a child with his own daughter? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because his last name is Wells Senior. And normally, if you are Wells Senior, they gotta be a junior. So I'm trying to figure this out. Did this man have sex with his own daughter? Because we know Mr. Wansley, he's not the father. He's the stepdad. So why is it that Nolan has the last name of his mother's father and not his biological father? Make that make sense, guys. Because that's not how it goes. When you have a son, your son takes on your last name. You don't let your daughter have a son and he takes on the father's name. And here's another fun fact. If that man is African American, we don't do that. We don't do that. So why Nolan have the name Wells if this man is Christine's father? Sound like there's some sort of incest going on here, guys. This is getting deep. Because, I don't know, guys. You tell me. If Mr. Wansley is the biological father, why would he tolerate letting his son take the last name of his grandfather? Does that make sense? No. Every father wants his son to carry his name. So we already can conclude that Mr. Wansley, Christine's husband, is the stepdaddy of Nolan Wells. We already got that established, right? But now, we're dealing with the father right now because a lot of African American people, being that they don't even know who they are, they want Christine to be a black woman so bad. Let's put something up on the screen, guys. Let's put a receipt on the screen of Christine's father calling his daughter his Filipino daughter. There you go, guys. Do you see it? Do you see it, guys? Right from the horse's mouth. He didn't say my African American daughter. No, he didn't say that. He said his Filipino daughter. He didn't acknowledge her as African American. He didn't acknowledge her as black. He acknowledged her as Filipino. Just like I said. So when y'all tell me I'm wrong, I'm calling her what her dad called her. You see, guys, this is why when you play chess, you got to know how to play the game. This is why I wait for you guys to say the things that you say, post the little dumb videos you post, just so I could come in and make my videos and debunk the lies you put out. That man, Christine's father, number one, is not African American. He's not. He could look at all he want. He can hang around African Americans all he want, but he is not African American. I'm telling you guys, we got a lot of people, especially in the black community, that are not African Americans, but they blend in so well. They blend in so well. Case in point of this is, if you study the Bible, Moses was taken in from the river by Pharaoh's sister, right? When she took in this boy, this baby, he was a descendant of Hebrew slaves. But when she brought him into the house of Pharaoh, this baby was made out to be the son of the sister of Pharaoh. You see that? And he blended in so well, nobody could tell that he was a Hebrew. They thought he was Egyptian. My point, guys, is this. Many of our people can blend in with other ethnic groups and you would not know that they don't share the same lineage. This is why you got to be careful calling people African American or black, because just because somebody look it doesn't mean they are. You know, for example, fun facts. Bob Marley. Bob Marley was a popular reggae artist. But did you know that Bob Marley's father was white? That's right, guys. Bob Marley's father was a white man. That's right. Go look it up if you don't believe me. So while you are sitting around calling Bob Marley a black man. He might look black, but his father's white. I'm telling you guys, this is why you got to understand lineage, because if not, you'll get caught up in identifying people as something that they're not. And that is how you get yourself in trouble. So, Nolan Wells' grandfather is not African American, guys. He is a Filipino or a Samoan. Look at the features on this man's face. You can see the Asian features. You can see them. You can see the features on this man. He is not African American. Y'all don't know how to distinguish between an African American and another ethnic group, because you're so caught up on skin complexion. You're so caught up on how a person's nose look. Don't you know that many Asians, many people from different walks of life share similar features to us? It doesn't mean we're the same people, and it doesn't mean that we're mixed. This is another point of misinformation that's being put out there, where people are saying, oh, we're all mixed. No, we're not. I don't want to hear that nonsense, right? Mixed. Everybody's mixed. If that's the case, why everybody is upset with white people when it comes to the Nolan Well case? If you believe you're mixed with white people, then why are you blaming white people for Nolan Wells' death? Why? Because you don't believe that they are your people. And you're trying to put a Filipino family in the position of a black family. And that is what they're using in order to get rich on social media. And what's even more alarming and disturbing is that family is about to throw a concert, a celebration for Nolan, and it's like they didn't even give you guys the autopsy. They didn't even give you the autopsy for this kid. And I believe there's a reason why. It's because if they give you the autopsy, you guys are going to know the truth, that he most likely was drinking, there was alcohol in the system, possible drugs, and or there was no foul play. And they don't want to accept that, guys. They don't want to accept that Nolan died by accident, but instead they want to pin a murder on him. And another thing, guys, that I have to start to do is I'm going to start to debunk and expose all of these grifters that are trying to make money off their loved ones' deaths. I noticed that Willie D Live recently published a video interviewing a woman who claimed that her son TJ or something like that drowned after being with 4 of his friends. Supposedly these friends are so-called white. But before he did this interview with this woman, he talked about the story. It's an old story that happened about 4 or 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, guys. He talked about it first because he knew it had the very elements of rage bait. Black victim, white friends. So he published it, and then he most likely reached out to this woman via social media for an interview because he's thirsty for clicks and views, and he knows that his audience is dumb. They're gonna believe anything. So he goes on and he does a show with this woman, a live stream. And in this live stream, they're talking about this death of this TJ kid. And he titled the video that she said something along the lines of they did her son like Nolan Wells. And I'm like, listen, you folks gotta stop rage baiting, race hustling, and trying to use the deaths of your kids in order to make money on social media. Because I'm gonna shut all of you down by exposing your grift, exposing your GoFundMes, exposing your fundraisers so that people never support you. Because if her son died over 5 years ago, why is that woman setting up a fundraiser talking about, oh, I want answers for the death of my son. This is for attorney fees. This is, man, please stop. Please stop. This ain't for no attorneys. This is for her pockets. She's trying to make money. And Willie D most likely told her, listen, just follow me. I can help you make money. Since they're giving all of Nolan Wells' family all this money through my platform, these dummies will start giving you money. So Willie D, he'll make money on the back end because he's going to make it through AdSense. And then the woman, she's going to make money because his audience is so stupid. They're going to give her money out of feeling sorry for her, even though her son been dead, right? Case is closed, but she's trying to act like we need to open an investigation. Like, I am so tired, guys, of these people. And this is coming from the black community, who every time somebody die, they come to social media to try to grift and milk the system for money. This is what they're doing. So I'm going to talk about that as well, to get that out there. But let's get back to Christine's father. Christine's father, guys, is a Samoan or a Filipino descent. And he's also white because his mother's father is a white man. And what this goes back to what I told you about in the Philippines. You have a lot of whites, a lot of blacks, different ethnic group of men that travel to the Philippines, especially those that are in military and so forth, and they sleep around with Filipino women and they impregnate them. And these women are coming up impregnated with all these other men's seeds that are being mixed and mingled. So in the black community right now, you have a lot of people posing as black. You have a lot of people that are posing like they are African American, but they're not. They're either Filipino, they're something different, but they're not African American. But they want you to believe they are. Don't believe the hype, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let them bamboozle you. Don't let them deceive you. You understand? Christine Wonsley's father is not black. He's not African American. So to all you folks that keep pushing that lie, you need to stop. Stop pushing this lie that the father is African American when he's not. He's either Samoan or he's Filipino himself. Why? Because his mother is Filipino. That's right. His mother is not African American. You look at his mother's photo, you can clearly see it. And this is one of the messiest situations I ever seen, where people are literally going around calling someone African American when they're not African American. Look, we got to learn how to accept who we are and what we are, and stop trying to be something that we're not, you know? And the reason why I say this is because they put this out there because they're trying to divide the people. They want to create a racial divide. That's why they put this news out there, guys. Because they're trying to get everybody angry. They want to keep us upset. That's what they want to do. So I'm here to tell you guys, don't let them do that to you. Don't let them make you confused. Don't let them keep you angry. Don't let them keep you wondering, well, who's black and who's this and who's that? Because they want you to believe that everybody that have brown skin is a black man. And then you got these unlearned, uneducated Negroes on social media who just running their big mouths. You had one idiot, he made a whole video. I just put him on the block list. He ain't getting no publicity, fam. None whatsoever. I put him on the block list and shut it down. He was trying to use my platform to gain some clicks and views and whatnot. Talking about I need to shut up. And he's going so hard in the paint to prove that somebody's black and they're not. That's what's so silly about these people, guys. But we're gonna go live to talk more about this. I just wanted to do a pre-recorded as well so that you guys can catch this video, because I don't know which video you're more likely to catch, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go live to talk about these other scammers that are trying to make money off the plight of black people, and we're gonna keep the community informed. It's actually my second time coming out to get a workout in. I'm gonna pretty much stop here and do some push-ups and whatnot. But guys, stop listening to these people on social media. They're lying to you every day for clicks and views. Nolan Wells is Filipino, guys. His mom is Filipino. She is not an African American woman. She is not a black woman. Stop letting these people call everybody black. Stop letting them deceive you. Stop letting them do that, guys, because it's wrong. So we're gonna get up on out of here. I want you to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And it is what it is, guys. So I'm gonna get up on out of here. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Everybody that's in the building. I'm out. Peace.